Don't buy any electronic accessories until you listen to these next 5 points. I'm Nick Olson, founder of Chupacabra Offroad.
Another Chupacabra sighting.
Determine your priorities amongst audio, stereo, GPS, and communications. Are you going to be running a helmet? Is a loud stereo a bigger priority? You've only got so much room on the dash, and you need to be thoughtful about how you're integrating maybe your playlist from your smartphone or tablet if you're running music, or if just running music through a helmet, through an intercom system is good enough for you. Before you start making these purchases, talk to some of your riding buddies who've already been down the road of accessorizing their vehicles and align with others that have similar priorities to yourself. Personally, I'm using an iPad for a GPS using the LeaeNav app, and I love it. It works really well. I've got it angled where the driver can see it, which I think is really important if you've got a GPS at all, because you're not going to be running with a passenger 100% of the time. Audio can be achieved with your smartphone using your playlist or your streaming service with a roll cage mount that's Bluetooth to a headset or to a helmet. So you need to think about all these things before you start spending money. Think about what your ideal setup is going to be, whether you're using headsets, helmets, or nothing, whether you want to use the music from your smartphone or you have no problem inputting it into a tablet, or you'd rather run a Bluetooth stereo setup common with popular brands such as like a Rockford Fosgate. Determine your priorities. Do you want to have a loud stereo? Does your group use an internal intercom setup with the entire riding group and you need some communications to communicate? Is a GPS a deal breaker for you? Think about how you're going to be using any or all of these together, if they're going to be all ran off of an iPad or tablet, or if you're going to just use your smartphone. You can start off simple by downloading a free GPS app on your smartphone that you can check periodically throughout your ride, but being able to see the trail, where you're going, leaving a breadcrumb so you don't get turned around in the dunes is a really great way to have just a better overall experience and become a better driver and focus more on driving the vehicle versus worry about where you're going. If you're going to install a stereo, do you want to use a head unit that's Bluetooth controlled so you can use the music off of your smartphone? Brands like Rockford Fosgate have setups like this dialed. You can add more speakers and subwoofers depending on how loud you want to go. And these systems tend to work better, in my opinion, and sound better than door-mounted speaker options that I've heard and listened to. Most people are not going to take the time to upload their music into a tablet that is native to your vehicle. So just be real with how you get your music. Is it easiest to get it out of your smartphone? And think of a system that's going to integrate best with that. If you're going to go with a in-car intercom setup, there are some Bluetooth options now where you can sync to some music, wire those into your headset and or helmet, and it's a great experience. It's going to take up more of your valuable dash space, so think about where that would be. That doesn't necessarily need to be right in front of the driver, whereas they could still reach and adjust from the passenger side. But if that's something that your group uses, make sure you have that piece installed first or have your ideal location set up that can be a little out of the way. Doesn't need to be right in front of you like your GPS would, but you still need a lot of space for it. And figure out if you want to go ahead and link that to your headset so you can enjoy music while you ride. And the last tip, are you just going to simply use your smartphone? There's a lot of nice mounting setups so you can mount your smartphone right to your roll cage so you can see GPS functions, you can access your music and change if you're sending music through your helmet via Bluetooth, or just using it to maybe send and receive calls, miss text messages, etc. So if you're just going to be using your smartphone to get started, make sure you've got a setup that integrates with your helmet and or headphones so you can communicate, listen to music, or just have it where you need it for a GPS setup. Thanks for watching, and make sure if you're a Polaris RZR owner to download our free guide on our 7 tips for setting up your new side-by-side.